white men. It's just a genocide thing.
And
We all, it's been established that white genocide is fine.
And that is a wonderful way to start the show. We're live.
We're all about white genocide here, and that's like, then the stream is not going to be pushed out at all.
okay, well, somewhat about white genocide, but also about potatoes.
But potatoes are awesome, though.
Potatoes are awesome.
Yes,
You're
Yeah.
welcome, by the way, potatoes.
oh, thank you. Yeah, so how that's last season and be badasses. It's another week. It's now like episode 351 of this like show. What are we doing? What is any of us doing? Oh, the wars got worse. I haven't been following up with the news. So what's the latest on that?
Last I heard, a bunch of generals got canned by Pete Hegseth because they didn't want to sign off on boots on the ground.
I see. So Pete Hegseth, remember that's his name. Pete Hegseth, is like doing just like they're just doing the Trump. It's like, do what I say or else I'll fire you. And it's just like, okay, then you tried to like govern the army or like control the army or like yeah.
Yep. And not just generals. He also fired the chief of the chaplains.
Okay, then.
That's not at all concerning from the party of the Rapture.
Right. You know,
Yeah.
religious freedom and all, right?
Oh, that's right. It's also Easter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to celebrate by enslaving and murdering a bunch of rabbits.
Get Jeebus Day.
Hey, Caitlin Lee. It's like, yes, I can see the chat. I always like to see the chat. Jack Frontman is, I think, still on his laptop, so there's always like a so Mithral's daughter, even though Mithral's daughter is here, Mithral's still in the hospital, but should be back in next week's stream as well too. Yeah,
good.
So that's yeah.
What happened? Do we know?
Mithral's daughter had not shared that information to me. Though,
A weasel accident. That's all I know.
Is I don't remember if like seems like even though like I'm in YouTube jail on other streams literally every video doesn't seem to be like here curious.
Anyway, so he probably ate some food that had spices in it and it gave him his system shock.
Yeah, he was at the shop getting his mayonnaise toned down when he got attacked by a weasel. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. That's our story. We're sticking to it.
Yes, we're also saying this in love, and hopefully Mithril is like back out of the hospital by next week's stream because next week is the second Sunday of the month. So like on every second Sunday of the month, we always do like a patron stream as well too, and Mithril is one of our like trusted patrons, and so like yeah, so hopefully Mithril will be like back well like after that as well too, because yeah, Mithril's daughter came into one of my streams like this past week. To mention that, and it's just like I was just like, oh hey Mithril, and just like going on my whole thing. It's like, hey, this is Mithril. Like, oh, Mithril's in the hospital. Oh, I hope he recovers. And yeah, so that's the latest that we knew. Thank you for like informing us about that as well.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Mild heart attack on Monday. Currently waiting on the transfer to get a stem put in, and we'll go with like the spicy. We'll go with the spicy mayo story though.
I mean, you gotta give the guy credit. You gotta give him something that sounds a little salacious, not just your average heart attack. You know, he had a heart attack in a bordello with a circus troupe.
Oh, they don't have bordellos in England.
See, that's the problem then.
Sure they don't, John. Sure they don't. I've been a sex worker for over 10 years. Sure they don't. You just don't know about that.
You guys know my dad too well.
Yeah, he's a pretty good guy for, being a guy.
I mean, he's a colonizer. Could be worse.
Yes, we'll tease him because whenever...
Could be worse. He could be French.
We have a French friend, actually.
We have a what?
French friend.
She hasn't been.
You just interacted with her, Julie Dalbon.
Yeah. She's in the Facebook group.
Well, she's okay. She's a French person. She's okay. The rest of them.
I mean, but it's like even more confusing when you're in YouTube jail. Usually, it's only comments, but then today it might be seen the stream as well too. Like Branch. Like my friend was watching Artist Admission, so it's like, yeah, Caitlin Lee, I don't know what like YouTube as well too. Let's blame AI because like anything going on in tech in the world, we can just blame AI on as well too.
Or, as Joey and I both know, We can't blame AI because it's so wonderful, right? One of the people we know, it's so wonderful, and it's just awesome, and it's just, no matter what
And
you
it's
say about it,
clean.
yeah, it's supposedly clean. Oh, okay.
It's yeah, it's just like,
Like
hey,
clean coal.
oh, thank you, like Metro's daughter. Yeah, I figured like Metro will be like missing us as well too. Like when he like missed a couple of streams for like whatever reason, he said sorry I haven't been around as much. It's like, and
I
I'm
don't
just
care if it takes a whole month.
it,
You know,
well,
he
the
takes
thing
care of his health.
is, I mean, it's like if like I'm wondering, hey, where's this person as well too? I would wonder what they are as well too, and then like we find out like John Brockman finally checked his like
Yeah, John.
Well, they finally checked the Patreon mail and realized that like he received a mail from like Von Rack's husband. Von Rack was a patron of ours as well too, and a longtime viewer as well too. And then like Von Rack's husband messaged like John Brockman in Patreon saying that, hey, this is like Von Rack's husband. He sadly passed away. So we kind of like learned that news
A year ago. Yeah.
a year ago or a year after.
Way to go, John.
Well, but like that's
Oh,
why he's
I'm
like.
not one to talk because it takes me forever to respond to my followers on both of my Facebook pages sometimes.
True.
Or the Discord because I go, I'm sorry, but object impermanence includes the internet stuff too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll go a week without oh yeah, I have a Discord.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. That's why definitely, if for something to happen to me as well too, I would hope that like my family members would post to like at least Facebook, just so you know, Jonathan Scott's no longer with us well too. Because if it gets to Facebook, then you guys would like know, and hopefully you also will mention something either on like Blue Sky or something like that, and then one of my friends on Blue Sky can see that it's like, oh great, oh no, what happened to Jonathan Scott? What happened to Summer and Geek? And then that can reach like the Discord communities I'm in as well too, because I do.
If you're kidnapped and you get to send one message out, but it has to be normal words, so to speak, but you know that your followers would never believe in a million years that you said it, what would you say?
Debacles is great and awesome because it pulls people out of poverty.
I was gonna say something about positivity about capitalism. That would people would be.
Do you have time to talk about
one,
Jesus?
I love
Joe
Harry
got
Potter.
dementia,
Yeah.
or two, Joe's been kidnapped and is being held hostage against their will.
Mine would be one of two. Either Cole Cannon sucks, or I love Harry Potter.
That'd be a new one. It's gonna be the next thing to refuse consent. It's like it definitely. Let's see. Oh yeah, they refused consent to like the X thing as well too. And I like, hold on, let me see like live chat. It says like top chat as well too. But no. Sometimes YouTube does not send things, and I'm on this channel, so I should see like messages that are being held by YouTube as well too. Because we'll be the naughty words as well too, like bitch, fuck, cunt, and that sort of thing as well too. And I'm glad you.
I don't always get all my meta notifications. Like that fucking shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like Facebook just. I don't even know. It's not.
It's
even
almost like turning the
I'm
internet
pretty
into three
sure
companies
that
ruined
the
everything.
notifications, when they do give them to you, are the quote-unquote most relevant. And it says in your settings, in your Facebook settings, you can supposedly block that so it doesn't do most relevant. But I do that. But every single page I go on, every single page or whatever, I'll click on a thread, and if it's got more than 4, it's automatically most relevant.
most relevant.
Yeah.
So I figure it's the same for the notifications, because the notifications would be like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, 4 days ago, 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
I follow, one of the people I follow, you should follow by the way, Anki Cosplay, awesome page, awesome person. But I follow Anki Cosplay, okay, and I follow her on all of her pages. I'm also on her personal page. I follow her, I subscribe to her, and I still don't see all of her feed.
Yeah. You have to like go to.
And she's in my favorites.
Yeah, you have to like go to directly to like someone's page to like see the post as well too. Sometimes for someone like Joey, you post a lot as well too. So it's like when I was trying to find a specific post that you were like posted about like you like needing money as well too, because I want to know. It's like okay, the Joey mentioned this, and I want to mention this when I posted all of my older socials, which I did yesterday as well too. But then it's like I'm scrolling through. It's just like I scroll through several pages, and it's like I'm only back 5 hours ago, and it's just like I think like it was the other day that Joey posted that they needed money for like things too. And it's just like okay, I'm just
Well,
like,
usually when I post up anything like I need mutual aid,
Mhm.
I pin it to the
Yeah.
top of my feed, so you can just go onto my direct feed.
But there is a
And
way
it'll
around
be
this.
right at the top.
Okay, there is a way around this. You have to have computer power enough because Facebook loves to suck down the memory
That's
more
right.
than me in general. But anyway, you have to have enough computer power to do this. But you keep 3 Facebook tabs open. Okay, the first one is your regular Facebook tab. The second one, you click on the right on the grid. Okay, and you can choose. Hold on a second, and I'll do this so that I get the right method here. Okay, you can choose news feeds, so choose that for the second tab, and then feeds for the third tab. On the news feed, the only thing you will see is posts from people and groups and pages that you follow. That's it. As long as you have Facebook busting period. Don't see any ads or anything. No, you might follow this person. You'll just see the people that you follow, pages, groups, individuals, whatever. Okay. The third one, if you click on not news feeds but feeds, it's every post in chronological order. So if you posted 2 minutes ago, Joey posted 3 minutes ago, and somebody else posted a week ago, even though they're my favorites or whatever, it will not be there. It goes down in chronological order. So once or twice a day, I go on to the feeds part and I do a deep scroll for like a half an hour to an hour. And that way I pretty much catch like 80% of what I want to catch. You have to do
That
it.
seems
So
like a lot of
or
effort.
you can flip back and forth. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's
I was gonna
you know,
say
you
it
might
looks
you might break
exactly
into a
this
sweat.
I just been like slacking and just like been like streaming as well. Haven't been applying to jobs because like unemployment requires me to like they say that like I need to apply to like a jobs at least 3 jobs a week as well too. And then it's like okay, I know I will do that as well too. And I've been doing it on email, so like I have the record of that. So like when I need to like create a job log of like okay, here's the jobs I applied for in this week as well too. But usually they also it's like okay, I have this job log. You say that you want this information each week as well too. All right, let me upload a document. Oh, you don't need to upload a document to us. What's up? Okay. They also say don't send us anything unless we expressly like ask them something of you, which kind of makes sense. I don't want to like just send a bunch of things to these people that they probably don't
They
need.
won't probably
Facebook
look
keeps
at
on
it.
asking for feet pics. I don't get it.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably just you.
I mean, and because they want mine for free, and that ain't happening. I have one picture that can be classified because it actually sort of mentions it. It's me in my work boots, so to speak, my 5-inch heel Mary Janes, okay?
Mhm.
And it says my work boots are just as valid as yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After all, there's OnlyFans and like fancy for that sort of thing as well too. So like there's
I do OnlyFans too. So.
Or Facebook Reels. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's right.
Facebook Reels. Maybe I should like upload my like Twitch clips to like Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels as well too. But like,
And I'm getting right close to the edge of because in order to stream live on Facebook, okay, you have to have the account has to have at least 90 days in existence and over 100 followers. My Harlot page has 98 followers, so go follow my Harlot page. Has 98 followers, and I think it's been in existence for 2 months. So I'm not like overly stressed about it because I can stream if I want to on my regular Turtle page, and I think I'm going to start doing that as well. Because well, I mean, we can get into the details and whatever at the end of the show for what all we do, whatever. But I do a charity stream. I try to do a charity stream once a week. Try to do a movie stream once a week. And so I don't think I could do the movie stream on Facebook without getting a copyright strike or something from them.
yeah.
But I can do the gaming one.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
So that would be fun.
You know, like speaking of like AI, people blaming AI in the Fortnite community. Oh yeah, that's like I don't know if I mentioned this. Yeah, I'm the only one who plays Fortnite as well too. But like after, like the week after, like on the Tuesday after the Fortnite boycott or protest because the shrinkflation of V-Bucks is now like you only get 800 V-Bucks for $9 instead of 1,000 V-Bucks for $9. Blah. Epic Games laid off 1,000 employees. Just like that.
What a surprise.
Hey, almost like what happened to me. But like the company was the part of the company being sold off, and because of that, they have to balance the books. And like my position, just
Did
like
you
a
see that
position.
Oracle laid off 20 to 30,000? It was like close to
Wow.
40,000 employees.
Mm-hmm.
What do they need people for? They got AI.
And they
Yeah.
had a $220 billion CEO.
Yeah.
Like, that's how much he gets. That's how much he makes. That's how much he's worth.
Yep, and like, and so like, I've already like made a video about this and talked about that on my stream as well too, because like, Epic Gaming employees had like said anonymously on like Reddit, one thing the one said that like, okay, listen, yes, Fortnite makes billions of dollars well too, but it costs a massive amount of money to like run the thing as well too. And like, there's been a downturn in players ever since 2025, and like they haven't really recovered in that plot. And then like they're trying to like bring back a bunch of old skins or like so many collabs and like try to like right the ship as well too. Blah blah blah. But then the interesting thing that like another Epic Games employee said anonymously that there was like fiefdoms of middle managers, all which did not get cut, all which just protected
Mm-hmm.
themselves and like give them like promotions and stuff like that and insulate themselves, while like all the engineers and the designers and all the people who actually worked to make Fortnite was so those were the one. Those were part of the 1,000 people that got voted, including one person that was with the game for like 11 years, well before the game was even launched. As well, he designed the most like classic characters in the game: Jonesy, Ramirez, actual original Fortnite characters as well too. And they like, and also like people who code the game as well too that were let go, as like so many people were let go as well too. But the fiefdom of the middle managers, they stayed intact, and of course like Team Swinny
And
still
then the
is like
shareholders,
it's.
I'm sure they're still making buku bucks.
I thought that too. Epic Games is actually privately owned. It's not a publicly traded company.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
no,
one jerk off is making a whole bunch of money.
is Tim Sweeney is still worth $5 billion. Yes, it's like, but like Epic Games and like got is part owned by Disney, and so like maybe they have to pay Viper from Disney, but that's a speculation as well too. Then again, Dixie Hercules are now in the game as like a skin as well too. But like
Trim the 1%.
yeah, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so well too. Where do we trim the 1%? Now my brain went in weird directions there, honestly. But people were thinking that it must be an AI because like Tim Sweeney loves AI. Oh my God, no, Tim Sweeney does love AI. I talked about how he thinks that like if Steam's games are going to disclose that they're made with AI, what? They're going to have to disclose it? What kind of shampoo the developers like use? Because all games in the future are going to have use AI. That's Tim Sweeney. But then I was like shocked to find out not only does Tim Sweeney like loves AI, he thought that like the people who are banning Twitter from the app stores, well too, like the EU is doing that, was just like political stuff. They were just going after their political opponents. No, Tim Sweeney, Rock was making and distributing
Child
pornography,
porn.
and Tim Sweeney was defending Next in that situation.
Of course.
I was shocked to find that out. It's like, Tim Sweeney, this is not the fight you want to have. This is not the hill you want to die on.
No shit.
They're actually going after child pornography. They're not going after X because it's owned by Elon Musk. Oh no, God, I did find someone just found the tweet. He fangirled when Elon Musk replied to him. Tim Sweeney fangirled when Elon Musk replied to him. Oh yeah, no.
Ew.
Yeah. So I was like, that's the kind of person that runs Epic Games, and like I play Fortnite that's made by Epic Games. No ethical production on capitalism as well too. Ugh.
I haven't played Magic the Gathering in years, but I used to play it when I was working at Wally World. We got an hour for lunch, and everybody on the maintenance crew, which I was on, were also gamers of various types. And so I think I still have my decks around here somewhere.
I have to yeah, I have like $10,000 worth of like Magic cards. They're all over the place. Here's like, what
I
deck is this?
have like maybe 100.
Oh, this is my Infect deck.
My son has more cards than you could possibly imagine, and that's after having sold a bunch. When the first time that he played, he was like, I want to say 8 years old. And then later on, when I met my second husband, he played. Magic the Gathering. And so between the two of them, they had this huge collection of cards, just a massive number of cards. And when Eric died, then Aiden basically inherited the Magic the Gathering cards. And so he took a bunch in and sold them, but he still has a whole bunch. Like,
My favorite memories of playing Magic are two. One is I had a great blue-white deck, and if you've ever played Magic the Gathering, you know what those generally what those can do. And the other is playing the unglued deck. Now the blue-white deck was what I called my no deck.
Ah, yes,
You
yeah,
have to
control.
interrupt stuff, so my opponent would go, well, I'm gonna no, but I want to no, but I need to no. Well, can't I? No. The other is the unglued deck because it's a deck that you can play and wipe out other players' characters or whatever, which is the idea of the game, to beat them down and want their health. But has cards like when you play it, target player has to get up and get you a pop. If target player is wearing denim, they can't block you. Just a bunch of
Is
stuff
weird.
like that. It was hilarious. It was awesome.
There's,
And my favorite was two cards that went in conjunction with each other. One was a card that was an enchantment, and as long as it was on the field, all other player characters, creatures, all other players' creatures were 1/1 chickens. And then you played Colonel Sanders, which when you played it and tapped, it did 2 damage to all 1/1 chickens.
Yep, Magic, it is definitely fun at times. But, like, also Magic the Gathering has sadly become the Fortnite of card games because of, like, all of the, like, license sets that they have. Avatar, Last Airbender, Final Fantasy, and it's like, and then apparently also it's a lot of licensing, a lot of licensing fees to get those, like, franchises into, like, Magic the Gathering. And the licensing fees cost, apparently, Hasbro demanded, or, like, said, no, you gotta pass that licensing fee off to the consumers. They will pay more for Magic
Yeah,
cards.
I wouldn't have a problem with it because I designed a deck and I still have half of the artwork. I only did half the artwork, but I still have that half. I designed a Lovecraftian deck with my own artwork as the artwork for the back of the cards and then the artwork for the individual cards. Because there's a website where you can go, there's more than one, the website I'm thinking of, you can go upload a piece of artwork, whatever you want, and upload, like the color text and how many mana it uses and the color mana it uses, all that, and then make a card that you can print and then cut out and make into a card. So like Cthulhu is a blue-black, okay, water and evil, and then he's vulnerable to white and red, flame, holy, so to speak, and flame.
Yeah, Cthulhu will beat the Moor, yes, for sure. That's
and
a
then,
blue-black guild.
you have to put out every turn. You can only put out once a turn. You have to put out a 1/1 cultist. When you get to 4, then you can call Cthulhu either from your deck or the graveyard. You just look for it, search it, put it out in play automatically already. Okay, but then at the end of every turn, one of the 1/1 cultists dies. Cthulhu eats him, and then at the last one, he goes back in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Azathoth was a gate card, etc.
Yeah, now I want to go back to like the Epic Games things.
I'll find you the artwork for the back of the card.
Nice.
Mithril Q. Give me just a check. Go ahead.
That does sound awesome, and like there have been fans that like made like fan like themed like sets before as well too. So like there's fans that created like a Star Wars set as well too. But like
that's why I was just thinking of Star Trek.
It's yes. But like in Epic Games, so, like some people thought that like it was AI. The Epic Games, why the Epic Games like laid off 1,000 employees because Tim Sweeney loves AI as well too. I don't think, but like Tim Sweeney of Epic Games did have to expressly came out. It's like no, it's not about AI. Even though he loves AI, Tim Sweeney or at Epic Games, they're not investing in AI as well too. However, I think it is like in parts about AI, but it's only because of like the cost of everything going up because of AI. Great, like RAM sticks as well too. RAM used to be the cheapest part of your computer, and now they're $400 for a stick. But probably because of the liquid cooling, or like have to like fund all these like AI data centers as well too. But no, actually half of the proposed AI data centers don't get built because the community stops that as well too. So if local activists and community activists and can stop like the drudgery of AI coming to your community as well too. But like I think that's kind of like why the cost of things have running up, been rising, which is why
That and there's a giant war in the Middle East that's driven up the
There's
price
also
of
that.
gas, which
yeah,
means that everything is more expensive because everything needs to be transported and then
Yeah.
put in plastic.
yeah,
And everything was getting more expensive before the fucking war.
the recession now. Yeah, which could also explain part of the downturn of just like players' interest as well too. Even though Fortnite is a free game, but like and strangely enough, like someone in Kirok, one of my viewers, like insinuated that like we did the Fortnite protest on March 19th, and then the next Tuesday after that, there was 1,000 employees layoff. So Kirok thinks that like the Fortnite protest and boycott play a part to like 1,000 Epic Games employees like laid off. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Doubtful.
That's a no.
And I'll explain this to Kirok on my stream when he comes back as well too. Is that like
Remember,
listen,
Kirok is the older alcoholic.
he was an alcoholic. He is like has been sober now.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a guy who like really loves the police as well too. Because he watches a bunch of propaganda as well too. But he's at certain level and sometimes talking about as well too. He's been on the show like twice before.
So he quit drinking, but he still swallows boot.
Unfortunately, yes, as well too. Because no, he will defend investors. It's like you don't think that like in work.
I don't think you're allowed to criticize anyone when you're drinking Mountain Dew Code Red.
Hey,
I tried that once. I can't say I like it less than mayonnaise, but pretty close. And I don't eat ask Joey. I don't eat the devil's phlegm. So
Yeah, but you don't like cherry.
I have put many things in my mouth and swallowed voluntarily. Mayonnaise is never and will never be one of them.
But that's a good point. Do you like cherry for like? Do you like cherries anyway?
No.
Hey, so Code Red is like cherry flavor, so it's understandable that you don't like Code Red.
I don't. I like black cherry ice cream. That's the only cherry that I like at all.
Oh, black cherry ice cream is so good. Yes. But no, it's like so. Like to explain why Kirok is
It's just
wrong,
in
like-
Siobhan hates virgins.
Well, I mean, I personally, male or female, doesn't matter to me because I'm pan, although I'm pan lesbian. But I would prefer someone with some experience.
Fair,
Number
possibly.
one. Number two, I'm sorry, but I don't do kids. So, you got to be at least like 50, 55 years or older.
Not fair. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm 65. It's just,
Oh
even 50 would be a little weird to me. It's almost, I'm almost old enough to be their mom. No.
Yeah. Cherry Coke is cherry Coke is one of my favorites, but vanilla Coke. Oh, if you got cherry vanilla Coke, oh man, that's awesome.
I need to share something.
Don't they have cherry vanilla Pepsi coming out?
I think so. Yes, and I would definitely easily drink that.
The best way to drink cherry vanilla Pepsi?
Butt chug it.
Top and dump it down the sink.
No, dump it in my mouth. No. I'll go right underneath the
You
sink
can
and
have
then like,
all
drink
my share. Where the hell is my?
it.
Oh, there it is. I'm pushing the wrong button. Okay, so this is the first one. Can you see it?
Not yet. Oh,
In his
yes,
tub,
yes, we
Cthulhu
can now.
is soaking.
Okay, so that's the artwork for the back of the cards. Okay.
Oh, okay. The back of the magic cards.
Where is my photos at? Where the hell are you? Where the hell are you? No.
Where are you? Yeah. Hey Joe, how you doing? No one wants virgins for the sex. They want it for the power trip. Yeah, that's true. That's why people like want to have like virgins.
Okay, it's not a trip. It's just convenient to sacrifice them, gather their blood, and sacrifice them to the Dark Lord.
That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. There's another one.
Hey, now we're playing Pitfall.
Yes. Okay, so stop the share. Yeah, and I have another one somewhere on this machine. It's Centipede, but the little firing gun or whatever at the bottom shoots out elder signs, and the centipede that's coming down is a Shugga. Not that I know anything about webcraft. No, not a bit. Well, stop. Why is this?
I don't know. The gremlins in your computer is acting up on your end as well too. So that's what I was saying with like the games. So for example, they decided on like the V-Bucks change long ago because they did get rid of the V-Buck cards as well too. They used to be V-Buck cards where it's just like exactly like $9 for 1,000 V-Bucks, so on and so forth. So the same thing as the show in the store. But then they switched those over. So you can no longer physically get them. They switched them over to Epic Games wallets. So just like Steam Wallet, as it was, it's just like exact dollar value as well too. So $100, you have to like spend the $100 for the Epic Games wallet into like exactly what you want to buy as well too. Could be something on the Epic Games Store as well too, or as well as the V-Bucks as well too. So like that kind of shows that just shows you that like the decision to like devalue the V-Bucks happened a long time ago. So like the let go of the employees probably also was a decision made a long time ago as well too. It's just like it happened to happen shortly after like the boycott.
He says no one who wants virgins is in it for the sex. They want the power trip. Yeah,
that's
well,
why
that's
I just
the
said
whole youth culture thing too, and the whole
sure.
Women should be shaved down below.
Yes. And also that's why a lot of guys that like or like the society as Joe like mentioned on like C-Chat member and Patreon hangout, that's probably why the society also like sexualizes young girls and young women teenagers as well too. It's because like
they're pedophiles.
You have the power over them as well too.
Yeah.
Look at Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, she's 18 and so fucking what? You're 45. She's 18. No, you.
Yeah, exactly. Again, half your age plus 7. So like or like certain point just like nothing beyond 10.
Oh, so you get somebody who's half your age and then you tag team a 7-year-old. Okay.
No. So
that's what Jeffrey Epstein would do.
Yeah.
So half my age plus 7 would be 40. No.
Yeah, that's just like
17 maybe. 20
that's
probably.
still too young.
Yeah. It's at some point then maybe it's just like it has to be closer within 10 years.
The youngest that I've done any sex work with was 30, and that was still kind of it's sex work. But I keep thinking about the meme where the guy's in a park and he says she said she was 12. Or at the end of the great movie Animal House, at the end of where he finds out that she's 13.
Oh yeah.
Because that's such a great movie, right?
Yeah. I mean, like Porky's and like Revenge.
And then what was the other one that was kind of, a lot of people, myself included, didn't realize it at the time. Thought was good. Oh, Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds, yeah. The misogyny in there as well too, which is
and homophobia.
There's just so much rape.
Yes, there's just so much rape in the 80s.
If you're gonna have all that, you might as well be an 80s rock band.
Yes, exactly. Or
Republican.
Yeah, that
or
too.
what?
Republican.
Well, look at Ted Nugent.
No,
hey,
I don't want to look at Ted Nugent.
Yeah, no one wants to look.
You mean Mr. Shit His Pants to avoid the draft because he's a fucking coward, Nugent? That one?
Mm-hmm.
I find that funny, honestly, as well too.
Well, at least he had the courage to actually go in front of them and shit his pants. Donald Trump just got somebody to say he had bone spurs.
Exactly that, but what he did was for 30 days prior to showing up, he didn't use the bathroom. He just shit and pissed in his pants.
Okay then. Wow. So it's like, I mean,
it's worse than Cadet Bone Spurs, but
yes.
So anything positive? Anybody? Let's switch the feel up here. Anything positive anybody want to mention?
Trump might be in the hospital.
He
did.
Nice.
Yeah, he was working for Fort Meade at the VA cafeteria.
Okay.
But they moved to Rapid City, which is a 30-mile one-way drive. And so he got a job closer to his house, and he's working for a company called True Green. And when I heard the name True Green, I'm like, am I gonna get discounts? Because I thought it
Yeah,
was
you know,
like
exactly.
a dispensary.
Right.
And he's like, no, well, you might get discounts, but I don't think you're gonna want them because True Green is
Mathrola
a
says,
lawn
I did
place.
see something about Trump possibly going into a hospital. No, that's fake.
Oh, darn.
That's been debunked.
damn.
Unfortunately, the one that supposedly is true is where I don't think he did it, but I think somebody who has access to his account and probably was okayed by him, if it's true, supposedly on, what is it, that bullshit social?
True, social.
Yeah, bullshit social. That he on something about fuck Iran or something, whatever the word fuck was in there, and whatever. That's supposedly real. I don't know. I don't know. Have True Social, and I would never get it. Just like I left Twitter, and I'm sorry, but I'm a dead name. That motherfucker killed my dying day. I left Twitter maybe a month or so, because I was already thinking about it anyway. A month or so after Lone Scum bought it.
I think I left right away.
The what?
I think I left right away.
Yeah. And I wasn't hardly using it much anyway. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about for Easter. But, even if it wasn't him, or if it was him, some of the other stuff he's done, the stuff he's put out on the 4th of July, the stuff he's put out on Veterans Day, the stuff, whatever. Or the latest one, which was him, was where, and I have the meme where it shows the old one. It shows the old one when they're talking about Charlie Twerk, which is, I mean, I like to say, the guy did have a little bit of conversion at the end. He leaned left. But so he talked about how people, were celebrating his death and were sick and disgusting and blah, 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 and then did the same fucking thing about Robert Mueller.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a huge fan of Robert Mueller, but did the same thing about Robert Mueller, like Jack Smith. I'm not a fan of Jack Smith at all. I know a lot of shit he tried to do, and he wasn't successful because of courts, but there's a lot more shit he could have done and did not. Doing that same thing that the Democrats do, Democrats doing the same thing that you do, where Mitch McConnell said at one point, was it Mitch? No. Schumer said at one point, he'll be glad when Trump's gone so they can get back to normal.
Oh God, but
Back to slowly killing the poor instead of rapidly.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And like,
it's okay as long as you're not actively hunting the homeless.
As long as you put a rainbow flag and BLM beside your freaking name, then you're
I have
fine.
that meme. I have that meme where it says, poor people, can you politicians help us? And the GOP, no. The Democrats, hashtag BLM, hashtag love wins, hashtag no.
I mean, Gavin Newsom just said, I wish the Republicans will go back to like the standard conservatism that they have and have a photo up like George W. Bush. He's like, so not surprising, Gavin Newsom is like touting out war criminal George W. Bush. Just like,
well, not only that, but I tell the Democrats, and some of them get, some of them understand, some of them don't like when I say it, but they'll disagree with me or whatever. Some of them get pissed off, but if Newsom is a candidate, they will lose.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
I guarantee it, they will lose.
I have said that. I posted on the place.
How about you nominate somebody who's not a fascist asshole?
Yep. I posted somewhere, it's like, guys, Newsom is, the Democrats are gearing up to have Newsom be the next candidate, and if you do that, you're going to lose. And they're like, stop pushing third party. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm telling you to give somebody else.
You didn't mention third party at all. Okay. And Pete Buttigieg? No. He ain't nothing but another centrist capitalist, and the only reason that a lot of people think he's so cool is because he's gay.
It's Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg is just like Professor Charles Xavier's, where it's like for those kind of mutants, Charles Xavier wants to assimilate. Well, it's like Magneto, he wants to liberate. So Magneto will be what Sylvia Rivera and like Marsha P. Johnson. Well, like Professor Charles Xavier.
People have asked me. I have some issues with AOC. I don't think she's capable of winning, but I do have some issues with her. But if she got the Democratic nomination, I would probably vote for her.
I probably would, yeah.
While voting against whoever the GOP is, I wouldn't be voting for her specifically.
Yeah.
She's a hell of a bit of a nuisance.
I used to say that I would support, and the thing is, it irritates me. I agree with about 90% anything he's ever said, 95%. I used to say I'd support Chris Murphy, but he has his head solidly up Israel's ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Senator from
Yeah,
Kent.
and I'm tired of supporting genocide. Like,
No,
what the fuck?
Mallory McMorrow here in Michigan, I'm going to be voting for her. If you live in Wisconsin, what was it, Joey? I think it was the 6th district. I'm not sure which district she's running in. Friend of mine, excuse me, on Facebook. I've been friends with her for a couple years now. So long before she started running for Congress, or running for office in Wisconsin. I don't remember what the district number is. She's a trans woman. Her name is Katrina DeVille. And she's got quite a bit of local support. So, we'll see how that goes. I also told her I was going to rewrite the song for her. Katrina DeVille, Katrina DeVille. If nobody else supports you, you know that she will.
I don't understand how liberals or progressives as well too, because I mentioned this before. Yeah, there's a man that's from Iran that has family there in Iran as well too. But yet, because he's a Democrat, he enthusiastically and will do his 100 times over supports someone like Kamala Harris, even though Kamala Harris herself has said that the greatest threat to the world right now is Iran.
And then also, well, look at Hillary Clinton praised Trump during his campaign against Harris. And, she's always been a war hawk anyway. But, there's, in one respect, I do agree with some people, in one respect, that there's no warfare, there's no legit warfare except class warfare.
Yeah.
But when you start to break that down, because as soon as you say that class warfare, oh, you're a communist or a socialist or, a lefty libtard or whatever. I hate to use that word, but that's what they say.
Yeah.
Ask them what socialism is. Ask them what communism is.
Oh my God.
Ask them
most people
ask
don't
them
even
who
know the
Engels
definition.
is. Ask them who. So you like Engels, right? Or you don't like Engels, and they'll be like, what?
I actually have some legitimate reasons I don't like Engels, because he thinks that anti-authoritarian leftists are just naive children as well too. But that's because I actually read some Engels as well too. And the thing is a legitimate friend, progressive, said to me, socialism is just like a French government. It's when the government does things. They literally said it's when the government does things.
They said that was socialism?
Yes, when the government does things, when the government provides for its people.
Socialism is when the government helps those people and not me. Or when the government helps those people equally to me.
Yes, exactly.
Because MAGA is okay with being somewhat hurt to fairly hurt, as long as other people are hurt more.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Hurt first and worst.
They're perfectly fine with farmers getting socialism.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Cruelty is the goal, especially if it's a white farmer. Though, you can't do it with a black farmer.
Have you heard about the genocide that happened to the white farmers in South Africa? This is the affirmative action.
And yet, white people are leaving the U.S. to go back to South Africa because it's worse here.
They're all leaving, almost all of them are leaving to go back. Yeah. Or the white couple who left and emigrated to Russia because they didn't want their kids growing up in this homosexual, transgenderism, blah 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 blah. Okay. And then he was drafted into the military and said that they told him that he was going to be on some office post or something in Moscow, and they sent him to the front line, and he died.
Yep, exactly.
Chucky Dunn.
Yeah. There's been issues with the army and Russia. A friend of mine, a Volcat, actually did send me videos that I did watch as well to investigate that as well too. But there's a problem with Russia as well too, because Putin and not just Putin, the government as well too, but Putin's the guy in charge. But I also think that the institution of the government should also be looked at as well too. So that's my opinion as well too. Because it's not like we just get rid of Putin and Russia would become good. No, there's probably a lot of work that Russians need to do internally to make that government better, to more accessible. Just like how Israel. If we get rid of Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel's government is still Israel's government. It's still far-right, still genocidal. It's just we can't just put all the eggs in one basket of no, just get rid of this one bad person and then
the entire system's fucked.
Right.
Yeah.
Or, Cuba's bad, Cuba's bad, Cuba's bad. We're going to blockade Cuba. Cuba's bad. Oh, Russia wants to send oil to Cuba? That's okay. But yeah, as far as what John said about, the focus or whatever, I mean, we're not the first, ask Joey. But the current hyper focus is on trans people.
Yep.
But I've said this before. A lot of people, I mean, it's great that they come to their senses, so to speak, in some ways. But oh my God, it's horrible, and it is. Don't get me wrong. That Renee and Alex got shot and killed by the fascist thugs. Okay. 35 people last year got killed by ICE.
And there was like Keith Porter and like.
Where was your outrage then?
Yep, there were crickets when those people got shot.
And people have like pointed out like I think some white people have finally been like shocked and like appalled about the death of like Renee Good and Alex Pretty because like it's white people being killed by the state as well too.
Right.
It's just like there's been black people killed by the state hundreds and hundreds of times.
White people weren't saying "say her name" until it was a white woman.
Yeah, and they shouldn't be saying "say her name" anyway.
Yes, they
because
can say
that was a phrase that was started by and started for support of black women specifically, not black men, black women.
That's why
that were killed by the state.
Yeah, like Breonna Taylor as well too.
Breonna Taylor.
This was one example.
Sandra, what was her last name? Young, was it?
I actually read that whole book too of like say her name. There was a black woman, a flagrant black woman in Seattle that got killed by the cops as well too, and like I think it was like this is why the police should not handle what is those kind of calls of like that. So like
domestic disputes or
well, there's that too.
Civil cases maybe.
But
or when people call the cops shouldn't be the ones to respond.
Mental health problems.
Yeah, mental health problems,
right.
like crisis situations as well too.
Remember the therapist that was dealing with an autistic man. Autistic man sitting up. The therapist is laying down with his arms up in the air, and a cop shot him.
Yep.
Now supposedly, and
well, the autistic man was playing with the fucking truck. Like he was literally sitting in the gutter, like zoom, 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 playing with the fucking truck. Like there's no reason to have your weapon out at that moment at all. Like,
right. Look at I can't remember how to say his name. Diallo, the guy in New York.
Amadou Diallo.
Yes, Abdou. Thank you. 41 shots.
42, I think.
41 or 42, something like that, hit him, killed him when he was reaching for his wallet. Or what's his name in Minnesota?
There's a lot of people in Minnesota as well too, because like Leonard Quinn had talked about the Minnesota
in front of his daughter in the car.
Oh, that one.
Philando Castile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Doing what the cop told him to do. The mag is always like, well, you should have followed orders. You should have obeyed. He was doing that. And the cop shot him and killed him in front of his daughter.
His wife recorded the interaction.
The whole thing on Facebook, yeah. And it was like...
Yeah, the 4-year-old daughter was in the back seat.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that's what I meant. She was not in front of her, but she was there, yeah.
And it's like... and so it's like... it's like... There was like one person I knew that I said, if George Floyd just said to follow the cops' orders, he would have been alive. No, George Floyd followed the cops' orders to the letter as well too. All while being fucking afraid.
Comply or die, get fucked no matter what. But the fact is, comply and die.
Why so many people don't fucking report, don't call the cops, don't ask.
I wouldn't call the cops. And I tell you, because I have a lot of friends who have mental health issues. Okay, I do myself. And the last fucking person I'm going to call is cops for a wellness check. You already read that.
That's the word I was looking for. A wellness check. So can I thank you.
It's a good way to die.
Yeah. And this is a small town I live in. I know some of the cops here. I used to work with them in ER. This is a small town that I live in, and I still wouldn't call the cops.
Yeah. And you know what? I was like, as like I said, for like unemployment, I do actually have to look for jobs. Especially if a friend is like look for like a civil service like work in like major cities like Seattle, something like that. Big cities that probably have like openings for like social workers or something like that, or other
Right.
services, or librarians as well too. And I did see like they had an opening for a security officer, not a police officer. They actually he said
Right.
police officer.
One of my friends does that.
And it's like it's security officer for the library. So I'm just like be like, and the kind of security officer of the library is also like I'm helping with the customers as well too, helping with people finding things as well too.
And you're getting rid of the homeless.
Yeah, I figured that's what I was going to do. And plus, because as a security officer, I have to work for the police, and it's just like, if I do take that job, I'll probably either have to take care of a situation myself or call the police. And it's just like,
I wouldn't call
I,
them.
yeah, it's like if I
I
can
don't care
not
if you're
call,
homeless and
You get fired the first time you beat the shit out of a white guy.
yeah. A cop saw that like someone was trying to like get killed by a cop and didn't shoot despite my partners like demanding to do so. He was like fired and tried to like get the union to support him, but they got like represented, but they represented his partner. Yeah, Nick Anderson on like Steve Shive's like member and Patreon hang us to mention that as well too, because like okay, we can say what we will about like the army as well too, but like there was one army veteran that did join the police force. We'll say what about that, but in a situation he was trying. He had been in like combat situations, but he was trying to de-escalate the situation. He didn't pull out his gun.
Yeah, it turns out the military has more rules than pigs do.
But when his backup came, the backup just pulled up gun, shoot, and it's just like, dude, you gotta like shoot to kill. It's because either you or them. And like I bet that cop who wasn't in the military was like trained by the killology of like it's better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Right. And a lot of people, I'm surprised that a lot of people, you know, when I hear a story about someone being shot by a cop and in the hospital, and either the story is suspicious or it already has some evidence that, you know, the cop, you know, shouldn't have done it, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. My first thought is always that cop is praying that that person dies so they can't testify against them.
It's like that's the whole point of like that's the whole point of like one of the key like points that like Sean made in his video of like the death of Trayvon Martin as well too. The reason why George Zimmerman was able to get off on like Anya Brown Ross is like we only have George Zimmerman's account of what happened in
Yep.
too, because like Trayvon Martin is not there to say no, this is what happened, and so George Zimmerman was like concerned because he saw a black kid walking around in his neighborhood.
And he wanted to play Charlie Bronson.
Yeah, you know, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and that's the thing with like Death Wish and other games, like movies like that as well. So it's like, it's like, well, like that shows like one of my kind of blue sky things because I'm seeing like a lot of like sexy bunnies with like Happy Easter or something like that. Well, I did like cook the show adult content as well too, and like, well, yeah, that's his content as well too. Anyway, that's right. So, what kind of like zombie is like Jesus? A lich or like a necromancer as well too? Because
He would be a lich. He would be a lich.
Mhm.
Not a zombie.
Mhm.
Where is that image? I'm keep yakking. I'm trying to find a particular
I want
cop
an
image.
Easter egg. I want an Easter egg. I want an Easter egg.
Mhm. I wonder if they're just
That's
like
the only thing I miss about my kids being little.
Yeah.
Is there's no Easter eggs anymore. When they were little, we used to color Easter eggs and stuff like that. And then I'd sit there and eat most of them.
No, coloring the Easter eggs is kind of fun. I'm trying to think about. Like,
And then to punish you, we make you eat them.
Well, that would be punishment for me. I'm allergic to eggs.
Yep.
That's just my allergy thing. Yeah, I know. It's just like it's only the fact that like eggs are in a lot of things that's the problem. Well, Mithra and
I
myself
have a
won't be.
coworker who's allergic to eggs, and he, they were gonna train him to cook on breakfast, and he's like, "You can't train me to cook on breakfast. You want me to die?"
That's why for breakfast I actually enjoy just the cereal as well too. Most breakfast items on the menus at Denny's or IHOP as well too are either items that feature eggs or items made with eggs, pancakes, waffles, and it's like it has to be hash browns and sausages, and that's it as well too. Or cereal. But I'm also one of those like freaks. I eat cereal dry because like milk is too strong for me. Even though I do not like eat cereal with milk as well too. If I were to like pour milk in my cereal, I said pour milk in my cereal, so the cereal goes in the bowl first, and then I pour the milk. I would not do milk first and then cereal as well too, which is why cereal's not soup.
That's the way I do it too. Put the cereal in first and then pour the milk.
That way you know the proper amount of milk to add as well too, instead of like maybe guess half the bowl as well too. Because like I like my cereal crunchy as well too. I eat it dry, so of course I do as well too. And I like crunchy things anyway. I don't like mushy too much as well too. It depends on the certain things as well. And I don't know. So like I guess I got used to eating cereal dry, and like that finds like people find that weird. But like Cheerios like excellent finger foods as well too, and snacks as well.
I had a friend when I was little who used to drink orange juice in her cereal.
The fuck?
I know, right?
See, I would see Michelangelo in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was a live-action show, though. I would like pour cola in his like cereal, and it's just like, okay, is that something like a Michelangelo would do in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Well, too, but I see natural like real people do that. I guess there's like different kind of folks all around the world as well, too.
I want to share another image.
Go ahead.
We were talking about cops and cops shooting people and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So let me find los things here.
I'm just here thinking about like what kind of job it should
This
get.
picture right here, don't even need words.
Yep, I remember seeing this image
Yep.
before. Yeah. I mean, that tells you everything. It's just like that cop, his hand is nowhere near his gun, while it's like the person in front of him, his hand is on the gun as well too.
He's carrying a second fucking gun.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I don't know. Alex Preddy was also white.
Well, yeah, there's that. Alex Preddy is the exception proves the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hey, you can also say his eyes off.
There was a clip I saw on YouTube. I'll have to see if I can find the channel sometime. There's no way I can find it now. But it was a white guy. One of his friends happened to be black, and so they did a test. The white guy walked around with an AK. Boy license, whatever, able to do, because it's obviously not concealed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, unless it's under a trench coat or something.
Yeah.
And then the black guy did the same thing. Black guy was stopped 5 times in 4 blocks. White guy wasn't stopped at all.
Yep. The only good guy with a gun. You mean
Look
white
at the
guy with a gun.
Mulford Act with Reagan.
Yep, and Reagan was for gun
Didn't
control
happen
when
until the Black Panthers were armed up.
Yep.
Absolutely wanted everybody to have guns until suddenly the Black Panthers showed up on, the Capitol
steps of the
steps
Capitol.
with firearms, and they're like, oh no, we can't have those people having it.
Yep.
That's not what we meant when we said that. Second Amendment.
I mean, the Second
Same
Amendment.
thing for the vote.
The Second Amendment was old because of like the Southerner plantation owners and slave owners were just like afraid of like a slave uprising because it happened in Haiti just across the pond.
Haiti had the right idea.
Yep. And then, of course, the U.S. joined the international community, forcing them to pay back for the property they stole.
Right.
Yep, and like Haiti, it's like up until like recently.
It was they didn't pay it off. They had to take off loans in order to pay off their debt. They didn't end up paying off those loans until 1951.
Yep. And
Didn't they recently file suit in international court for reparations?
I hope so.
I hope so, and they deserve it, honestly. Just like any like enslaved people, like anywhere as well too.
Right. They would be afraid it would be backdoor way to end slavery.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they had the Second Amendment for a well-armed militia as well too. That's why they had well-armed militia part as well too.
They always forget the well-armed militia part.
Yeah. The NRA is the only group that has half an amendment over their door.
Yeah. They are fine with having it, but then the regulated part. Oh no, we can't do that.
And the fact that as a militia, it's supposed to be organized by the government.
Right.
can think of like positive news to like talk about as well too. I did get my severance. I got into like I got a one large lump sum, but taxes were drawn. So like when I do my taxes next.
And of course, all I could think of when you said you got your severance was that you found a new job and they made you get severed.
That would have been good.
No, I haven't found a new
Semi-good
job
news,
yet.
good and bad, I guess. Bad and good. We'll do the bad first. There's a librarian that was fired in Tennessee because she refused to put all books mentioning anything queer in any way, shape, or form in the adult section, and kept some of the books for young kids, like, you know, I Have Two Moms, or I Have Two Dads, that type of book in the kids section. So she got fired. The school district there also removed itself from the National Library Association, which says in their part of their standards that it's okay to have books like that there. She got fired at a very contentious school board meeting, and somebody started a GoFundMe for her, and she currently has 97,000 of 100,000 to help feed her family and stuff while she's fighting this out.
Nice.
So good for her.
Yeah.
Not good that she got fired because of
Yeah.
but you know, good for her. Let's see. Rush Limbaugh is still dead. That's
Yeah.
Yes, that's okay. That's
You know,
good. That's Rush
my position has been that we should not want Trump to die because so long as he's in office, he's so wildly incompetent and mentally ill that he forces the rest of the administration to be wildly incompetent.
Yes.
But now I want him to die.
We're in fascism. People keep saying, "Well, we're done it." No, we're in fascism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do want him to die now so that when the election comes, Chairfucker has to own the recession and the war.
Recession and everything else, the deaths of our military in Iran, etc.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he lacks the cult following.
Oh yeah, he has no charisma.
Well, look what happens with all cults, pretty much, you know, except for the Jeebus one.
Yes.
And actually, that did split up too. But all cults,
Immediately.
as soon as the leader dies, you know, they're all different factions fighting for power, and they were.
Well, that didn't happen with Scientology.
Yeah.
L. Ron Hubbard knew how to run his cult.
Whatever Jim Jones' cult was called, I don't know.
Heaven's Gate?
Yeah.
No,
okay.
but Heaven's Gate is another one. Yeah.
Or no, Heaven's Gate was the aliens, wasn't it?
Yeah, Heaven's Gate was the aliens. Jim Jones was the Kool-Aid cult.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
That's where we
right.
get the phrase from, drinking.
Yep.
Right. Joe, I still want like Trump to die as well too, and probably at this point, I would like Trump to die as well too, because again, like couch
Go,
fucker.
little cholesterol, go!
I saw where
that's
somebody on
McDonald's.
Facebook posted that they needed to send pizza or whatever it was that came with a lot of grease on it.
Yes. Yeah, hey, again, Trump loves McDonald's, so it's like it could.
Yeah, Joey, can't you put in a good word? Put a good word in edgewise.
I know, right?
It's come on, your indigenous people probably have like ancestors who like cursed like white people as well too, and colonizers. Like, well, I'm assuming that like you have like
We
ancestors.
did curse the United States. That's how you got Trump.
Oh, that's right. Okay, damn it. I have been hosting.
How's that working out for you?
Yes, I have like I should be careful what I ask for then. But that's one thing also. Like, here's what I say as well too. The United States right now it's a fascist nation for sure, but also it's like the fascism won't get away just because we get the Democrats in the office.
Oh yeah.
Because the
Yeah,
institution
they're
itself.
fascist light. It's just another fascism, only everybody just goes to brunch and
Yeah.
doesn't even care about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what these. I got 5 quick stories here, supposedly positive. We'll see when this took place. This was May 5th of last year, so it wasn't when they first posted this. I'm about to read the headline. I was like, "That's Stonewall." 20 police raided a gay bar for a compliance check. Then the patrons did something surprising. This is May 5th of last year. A drag show went on despite patrons and performers being kicked out of a bar by about 20 cops in bulletproof vests. In Pittsburgh, they raided the queer bar, P-Town Bar, on Friday night in the middle of a drag event. When Indica finished her rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody, They told the patrons to exit the bar, but did not say why beyond saying it was a compliance check. So they continued doing it outside and they sang Chapel Rowan's Pink Pony Club.
Nice.
So there's that one. And a big fuck you to the cops, which is always great. Community, this was April of last year. Community rallied against MAGA councilman who tried to ban the pride flag. A marathon city council meeting in Orange County, you know how right-wing that motherfucker is, California, ended in the early hours of Thursday with a victory for free speech advocates. Mike Munzing, known among his opponents as MAGA Mike, lured a standing room only crowd to council chambers with his proposal to ban all flags on city property, because, you know, with one exception, the American flag. Because, you know, the whole thing is, you know, if you have to, for example, there's been a lot of cases where I have problems, severe problems with them, but the Satanic Temple would go to court and say, you know, okay, well, you want to put, you know, religion in your school? Fine. We have whatever.
We have our religion.
Right, and we want
After school Satanism, the Ass Club.
And it just clearly is against the Constitution. Anyway, so this was in the town of Aliso Viejo. His target was the rainbow flag. By the end of the meeting, the band was literally in tatters. He himself shredded the document in a fit of red-faced rage. 164 people spoke in opposition to the ban, calling him and his allies mean, small, ignorant, and pathetic.
You're a worthless piece of shit.
Doo-dah, doo-dah. I really hate you, piece of shit. Okay, so that's that.
I hope you fucking die.
This is June of last year. The child of Eddie Murphy and Spice Girl Mel B came out as a trans man.
Okay.
Cool.
Feels cool.
I don't know how old the kid is. The kid's name is Angel. And it says kid, so I don't know how old.
Yeah.
So it would be 19, I think. Yeah, because he was born in 2007.
So, in order to know whether or not a 19-year-old is a child, how much melanin?
Jesus, born in 2007 and is 19 years old. Holy,
You know? You know? And this is in March of this year, March 11th, in fact, so what, 2 weeks ago, whatever, 3 weeks ago? They called it political suicide. Idaho Republicans vote no on overturning same-sex marriage.
They're going to wait for the Supreme Court to do that.
Passed a measure this week asking the Supreme Court to overturn its decision legalizing same-sex marriage, but the legislation lost 3 Republican votes compared to a similar measure that passed in their state house last year. The Memorial 17 passed in a vote Tuesday, asking the Supreme Court to overturn Overschall versus Hodges. It argues that the decision establishing the constitutional right of same-sex couples to marry is at odds with the Constitution and the principles. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, and by the way, fuck you. Let's see. This time, however, 17 Republican lawmakers joined House Democrats to vote against it, with 3 more Republican no votes than in 2025. According to the Republicans, he reportedly acknowledged that his no vote might amount to political suicide, but he cited the Bible as a reason for his vote. This entire argument is rooted in the Bible, he said, noting that the Bible also includes instructions on how to shave, which it does. I just don't understand why we have to apply the Bible to specific aspects of our life, but not all of it, so I will be voting against this bill. He represents all of his constituents and wants to get back to actually legislating. Well, no, we'll
Imagine doing that.
You know?
Well, fuck,
I sure as fuck
polyester
wouldn't
is
there.
against the Bible.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
But these people are never one about the consistency as well too, because it's all about like using. Oh no! So the rules that we made for like all of you and not for us as well too, or they of course just like pick and choose as well too, or like Or even though it's like, well, God works in mysterious ways. It's like, oh, that's just a cop out, and you know it.
Right.
Anyway. Uh,
Um, gay couples can get married in Thailand now.
Huh.
oh, okay, that's good. Finally, some like progress in Thailand on that sort of thing too.
That was. So let me change this to.
That's a fun meme. Show them a bunch of Thai women, ask them to try and pick out which one is actually a man in drag. And then the trick is that they're all men in drag.
Right. Right. I think they did something like that on the Sally Jesse Raphael show years ago. So let's see, real quick here, because I don't want to hog up all the rest of the remaining time, but
That's different.
Americans show support for queer rights in historic No Kings mobilizations. Just because they do that,
What are their demands? What is their action? What is their follow through?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the whole thing right there.
That's always been my situation with like No Kings, and apparently like
Did they burn anything
I've been
down?
seeing this bending about where 85% of Americans support trans people. First of all, I do think it is a majority, but I don't think it's 85, maybe 65 or 70. Okay, but I want to see where this basis for this 85 is, and just it's like a lot of stuff around the net. It's I saw it on this page, or I saw it on that Instagram, or whatever. I haven't seen anything actually. And of course, one of the problems with polling is, I could poll 1 million people. There are still, 350 million people in the United States?
Yeah.
So even if 1 million people, even if every single person you polled at quote-unquote random supported it, that doesn't mean that they all do.
But also, like, there's the thing is, like, yeah, but what about the politicians? Because those are the ones that make the rules. And it's like, the liberals believe that like we can vote, and like the Democrats that
we
like
can vote our way out of fascism.
well, they believe that like no, the DNC represent us. Like no, the DNC do not. They represent themselves. And it's just like because like it's and this is where it's just like I think liberals don't understand. It's like yeah, but what about like the demands I want to end capitalism? I know that like the majority of politicians that like get into office like don't want that. Zoran Mandani is like one of the few exceptions that like he's actual socialist will too. But like they're that even of all those politicians that like get into office, they're like very 1% or less than that of socialists that are actually in there. And then kind of would argue that they're actually social democrats, not democrat socialists, but like well, that's like me arguing semantics as well too. And like okay, but it's just like how. My problem is sometimes with like liberals who like say it's like, well, we just can't get that done right now. Let's just like focus on something that we can actually get done. And it's just like, okay, so how long do my friends have to suffer in order to like before we get like all those things done?
Are they really suffering though?
For a couple of decades, the HRC refused to openly push for support for trans people. As far we kept getting we can't include you in ENDA, which is non-discrimination laws. We can't include you in ENDA this year, but if you give us enough money next year, year after year after year after year, and then it started coming out, people recording people in the parades, sometimes people in the organization, the HRC organization, calling us the T-slur and everything else, and ranting at trans women and against trans women. And we finally got enough of a change in the leadership that they do now openly support trans people. But yeah, it was exactly that. It was like, well, we'll get you eventually. No, not no more.
But it's like, okay, when you like go for polls and there's like you said, like there's a problem with the polls. Like no, like I think the majority of people are against supporting Israel as well too, and against sending weapons to Israel. They're
pro legalizing abortion. They're pro legalizing drugs. They're pro gun control.
But like look at
but what people want doesn't matter. It's what the wealthy want.
Yeah, because like look at even like the Democratic Party, like last time they knew of the Congress people, it's like 70% of them are in support of Israel, and it's like I wonder how many Democrats are also supporting Israel. Many are.
Oh, a lot of them.
Yeah. So it's like
I said, Chris Murphy is one of the most progressive Democrats, lefty Democrats that there is, and he has his head so far up Israel's ass if Israel turned quick it'd break his neck.
Yeah, but then it's like how can like we vote our way to change the DNC when it's just like and it's just like the liberals say that like they can pull the Democrats left. okay, can you make someone who's pro-Israel to be like for pro-Gaza or pro-Palestine?
Right. They always talk about, oh, well, you can vote. No. Okay, really? Because look what they did to David Hogg.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna say that.
What'd they do to David Hogg?
Booted him out, basically, of the organization.
Something like that, yeah.
And threatened him if he was going to stay. He could no longer do the things that he was doing, say the things that he was saying, and push for the change that he was pushing for.
Yep.
If he wanted to stay.
Kamala Harris, her first ad in her campaign against Numpty was that she was stronger than Trump on the border.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, she can give lip service all she wants to being pro-trans, but she sure the fuck ain't.
Yeah.
She showed that with her actions while she was chief cop of California.
It is.
Yeah. Well, that was a statute at the time. In other words, you were just following orders.
Yeah, I mean, James South said this in his Daring Gap series for It Can Happen Here, a podcast series he did, and when he's comes about he did kind of briefly at the end of it mention about voting, you can't just pass off your responsibilities to someone else, and oh, I voted for this issue as well too, yeah, but if you vote for no matter who, or you have to vote for Democrats to vote out to prevent the fascists from taking power as well too. You can't just oh, hey, we're being joined by Isaiah.
Easy.
We can't hear you.
No, we can't.
No, we can. It's just that you were talking over him.
Shut up, John.
How you doing, Isaiah?
How's it going?
We're close to the end of the show, but yeah, 12 minutes.
10
But
minutes
you got the floor, because we kind of ran out of steam as well too.
Oh yeah, whatever. As if I'd ever run out of steam. Go ahead, Isaiah.
I mean, with everything bad going on in the world, we are going back to the moon. So,
right, I saw that. I need to watch that. I really.
Rockets and trains. Didn't we comment about that? Rockets and trains are
Mm-hmm.
And airplanes.
It's an autistic person.
and airplanes.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
It's on my bucket list. So Isaiah, let me tell you about up here in Michigan. Okay. You need to take a trip up here in Michigan. Ask me why. I'll tell you why. Because there's a train run that starts in Middleton, Michigan. I think that's the town. And goes to Cadillac. There's two actually, and comes back. Okay, it's a 2-hour trip there. They have an hour and a half or 2-hour layover there for lunch and shopping and whatever. And then a 2-hour trip back through countryside, whatever. The other one, it's down in that area, southwest part of Michigan. Okay. What it does is it goes out 20 miles, curving and whatever, okay, through tunnels and whatever, in the countryside, turns around and comes back. But they have theme trains. So they call it a spring train, but it's Easter, okay. And they call it the winter train, but it's Christmas. But and they do it 3 or 4 times in the spring, 3 or 4 times in the winter. But once a year, only once a year, they have the great train robbery. So they have women and guys dressed in saloon outfits and saloon girls and whatever, okay, on the train serving food and stuff. And then when it gets out to where the end of the track, where they have to switch the engine around and everything, that's when the train gets robbed. And if I recall correctly, what they do is they give people, because it's part of the cost of the ticket, they give people a ticket, and they give them chocolate coins to give to the robbers, 1 bag each, and then at the end of it, they give the bags back, and then you ride back. And I definitely want to take my kids, my oldest kid, because they live up here, and my oldest grandson, he's 17, and my daughter's 38. I want to take them both on that thing this summer. That's definitely on my bucket list.
They have an 1880s steam train up here in.
Yeah, I would.
And all I can think of is Back to the Future 3.
You said Michigan, right?
Yes.
I want to go see the Mackinac Bridge. I want to see.
I've been there many times. You know what? I've been there many times. I've been to Mackinac Island many times. I've never been in the UP, and I've never been in Canada.
Oh, fuck Canada.
My Michigan card did. But my bucket list, real short because we're getting ready to end. My bucket list is train rides. I have only been seen one play in my life, and that was the Laramie Project. And that's a rough one, let me tell you.
Wait. I got to do Amtrak
I would even do that. I'd rather do a steam train, but I'd even do that. A classical concert and a ballet. Those 4 things. I would love to.
I want to take a steamboat ride on the Mississippi.
Especially if they do the finale for the William Tell Overture. It's gonna be everything in my power that I'll have to do to not stand up and pretend to conduct. It's my favorite classical piece.
I've always wanted to take a transatlantic cruise.
They don't make ships big enough for me to be on the ocean.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of the ocean or whatever, or beaches or anything. It's just they just don't do anything for me. Whatever.
I love it.
Give me a week in a forest, and I'm a happy bitch. Let me tell you.
I love the ocean and the beach.
Well, you can have my share.
I love the ocean from the shore.
Right. Now, I love undersea documentaries. I watch those all day long, especially on giant squid and octopus.
I'll watch other people do shit like that.
Right.
I just don't have any interest in doing it.
I love the idea of submarines, especially putting rich people in them and sending them down.
Right. Exactly. I've gone scuba diving and also snorkeling in like 15, 20 feet of water during the daytime when you can see and whatever. In dark water, you're out your rabbit-ass mind. You think I'm going down in that motherfucker. Ain't happening.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like,
last thing, since he hasn't been able to talk, we've been running our mouths. What have you been up to today, Isaiah?
Nothing really. I've actually just been watching a lot of documentaries about space since we're going back to the moon, so...
Did you ever watch that Alien Planet?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god, I love that thing.
I watched it actually after you sent it to me.
They need to update it. They need to do another one, but same for the BBC Walking with Dinosaurs. I have that whole series. They need to update that too.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm not going to be up for much as well. Still going to do my stream like at 1 p.m. after 1 p.m. Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was going to watch the Star Trek movies.
Which one?
Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, and Voyage Home because it's Easter.
That's right. You're doing the Spock Jesus trilogy.
Right. Yeah.
I haven't seen Wrath of Khan. I wouldn't mind seeing Wrath of Khan again. I haven't seen Wrath of Khan since it came out.
Unlike Jesus, Spock actually did come back.
But you know what you can do, Isaiah, if you're ever interested in it, because I do my movies on Saturdays. You can, I can give you the power. I can make you stronger, better, faster than before. Sorry, 80s reference. You can share that on screen in my Discord and let other people watch it along with you.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I'm watching it on VHS though.
I don't care.
Okay.
Well, you can do a webcam and point it at the TV.
Okay,
I don't care. If it's a Star Trek movie, I'll watch it like that. I don't care.
Okay.
It'd be as good as watching it in the 60s.
Yeah, hold on, Isaiah. Isaiah, do you remember the VHS plastic cases that rental stores would use?
Yeah, I actually have. Well, yeah.
Do you have the squeeze and shake VHS plastic rentals cases, or do you have the closable ones? Well, too, they open like a book.
That's open like a book. Looks like.
Yep.
Like a book.
Yeah. No, Disney always Disney for the VHS. Yeah. The VHS and Mulan. Disney when they have the VHSs, it's always with the open up of the book and classic cases. Always have the.
Yep. And they were always gold. They were the special ones.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your pal.
Exactly. Isaiah, I was.
Mulan is such a trans allegory.
I watched Tom Powell Jr. on YouTube, and everyone said, "Oh, he does funny stuff. He does mostly political, but every once in a while he does funny stuff." So he says, "This, I was not ready for this." And it switches to a young woman, it's either on TikTok or Instagram, and she holds up a cassette tape like this, okay, and she said, and this is a great example of late 1900s music. I was not ready for that violence this morning, okay? I did not need that. You think Okay, are you old enough, to buy alcohol or whatever? And as soon as they see the not the 2
19.
starting number, yeah, you're old enough.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, I'm gonna go.
yep.
I'll start the thing because I run my mouth too much. So
Yeah, if you were born in the previous century, your knees hurt now.
I'm a boomer. I come first. I am Shawan.
You're not a boomer. My parents are boomers.
Shawan Mabel Connor, thehouseofconnor.com. I am on Facebook as Politics of the Turtle and also of, I forget the name, long name. If you go, it's facebook.com/Church of Redneckia.
Okay.
Okay, they'll find it. It's a high popess of the holy harlot of the high popess of the Church of Redneckia or something like that. Okay, it's much more as a joke meme page. I've been doing some more politics on there. I'm kind of switching it over from the Politics of the Turtle. I'm not going to get rid of the first one, but and I have recently resurrected my Instagram account or whatever. I do my cartoon strips, John and Jane. I do those daily, Monday through Friday, and then the Existential Cafe. I do that Sunday mornings. I wasn't able to do it this morning, but I do that Sunday mornings, and I sell books, do stickers on my Etsy shop, whatever. That's about it.
All right, Isaiah. Since you're like a returning like a co-host as well too, what do you have anything to promote? Do you want people to like?
Just my Instagram. It's always there.
Okay, cool. Where's my tab that I have open? And it's like, okay, yeah, here we go. And I have the link to your Instagram. I'll post that into the chat as well too, so people can check that out as well too. Joey, what do you have to promote?
I've got a Patreon, Joey Firelander, and then I am on Blue Sky, and I can't remember. I think it's Joey Rue on there.
I believe
I had
so,
to
yeah.
go with something weird to get any semblance of my name in there. And then on Facebook, I'm Joey Takshahushte.
Oh yeah, I gotta go to like Facebook to just like find you.
And there's no way anyone's going to spell that right.
Yeah, because like no, yeah. So I'm gonna copy it into like the live chat right now. Joey Tasha Hushe. So like there you go. Did people ever like nickname you Hoosh or something like that because it's easy to remember?
I gotta take my Christmas tree down.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So I gotta take care down the Christmas
I
tree.
haven't taken it down yet. I don't know why. I guess.
You haven't taken it down yet?
Yeah, it's still up. I don't know.
Hide eggs under it.
Interesting. Okay, Joey. Interesting. I tried to find you, but then like I somehow looking for Joey, something like that. I found Joey Cliff, who I just only bringing up because he is a indigenous comedian as well too. He even has like a new digital series, GoneNative.tv as well too. So like,
Check that out.
yes. So Joey Cliff I think is good beat, but he's a big enough comedian who's been on TV and has been a TV writer. Blah blah blah. Anyway, I am Summer and Geek. I am Summer and Geek on like all the socials. So like Blue Sky. I was trying to find Joey on Blue Sky, Twitter, like Tumblr, Threads, Mastodon. Not on Facebook as Summer and Geek. Find me as Johnson Scott. You can easily find me. Or, well, there's several Johnson Scotts as well, too. It message me on one of the other platforms you want to, friend me on Facebook. I know mine as well, too. But I am on Summer and Geek on YouTube and Twitch, and after I get off this call, I'm going to be streaming more Final Fantasy 4, maybe get frustrated in some of the boss battles again as well, too. But as I talked about, what kind of job should I get as well, too? Because, also, job hunting, and also doing writing resumes,
Are you at all comfortable
Speaking
stealing
of
from the
which,
rich?
Geek, I may have something. I'll have to talk to one of my friends, but they work from home, and I may have something you might be able to do. So I'll talk to them and pass that along to you. My last thing was that's my Discord link, also for Isaiah, but I can give that to him in Messenger too. But I do movies or game streaming or both or whatever on Saturdays, and then Sunday mornings. In a couple of weeks, they will be open for people to watch. Myself, Joey, and 2 other people will be playing GURPS.
Nice.
We're making characters.
Yep, we're making characters. Modern day, very, very simple. Modern day campaign, they work for the UN. The character players are a cross between Highlander and Spawn.
Huh.
And I love this campaign. I've been running it off and on for 15 years. So, okay.
I love the meme. Somebody asking, "Is there a thing where D&D where I played the DM and the characters, and it's just me?" And then they come up with a follow-up. Somebody has informed me that I'm talking about writing a novel.
Well, I've said this before, John, that I've been playing D&D since 1979, and I've been playing other tabletop games and DMing off and on since 1982 after I got out of the service. So I figure all that is just background material for being an author. Because I write in like 8 different genres.
You weren't accused of being a Satanist for playing D&D.
Oh, absolutely. I was through the whole satanic panic, and it was just it was an interesting time, as most cursed times
Is
are.
there any aspect of your life that you haven't been accused of being satanic for?
Well, I'm a sex worker, so I'm a harlot and going to hell. I'm trans, so I'm going to hell.
You're
I'm
white.
a Celtic pagan, so I'm going to hell. I'm white, so I should be going to hell. And I'm unapologetically Irish, so as far as the English is concerned, I'm going to hell. And also as far as the prods, but we won't get into them. So, because that's a whole show I could do on Protestants.
Yes. But anyway, John Brockman, what do you have to promote?
Dungeons and Debacles. We are not going to be able to play today because, Easter. And some people like their families, which is weird.
Who does that?
Yeah, that's fucking anti-American. So in order to celebrate Jesus' birthday, being a proper American, I'm going to go enslave and then kill some rabbits.
You're going to go do the what?
Enslave and then kill some rabbits. Because it's America. You enslave and kill things.
Because I've eaten rabbit. I love rabbit. I'm a redneck.
Apparently rabbit is gamey or fatty or something. I don't know. I've never eaten rabbit.
No, rabbit is strong, very strong flavor, and you have to parboil it first, because otherwise it's kind of like eating shoe leather.
Is that what gamey means?
Yes.
Okay.
I've eaten porcupine, so yes, I know what gamey means.
Tell me you're a redneck without telling me you're a redneck.
I've seriously made a cookie cutter out of sheet tin and duct tape.
That's what I could do. So maybe I'm more of a redneck than I think I am.
You're from Florida. You're from northern Florida, so yeah.
You're an urban redneck, urban black
They're
redneck.
all over, not just in like the northern part or whatever, not just in the southern part. They're all over.
Yep.
Some of us are good rednecks. Some of us not so much.
I thought only white people could be rednecks.
Other people are appropriating our culture, but I'm allowing it.
A redneck. I mean, just be honest. If you're black, it is kind of hard to have a redneck.
Okay. So I came up
Unless
with
the red scar.
It could be an honorary one.
So I came up with a joke that a black redneck is neck bones and rice. That's what that would be.
I've eaten that.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of us eat down here.
I'll eat the
That
shit
makes
out of
sense.
greens too.
Anyway, to everyone, don't forget to hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as well too. At charitylinks.page, links in the description as well too. Charitylinks.page, and help others out who need help as well too. Just as someone's like me, that I can't help people, or at least Joanna tells me not to help her because I just got laid off. I got
Right,
sidetracked,
right.
but
Oh, what? Are you going to go into debt to help people now?
Some
already done
pages,
that.
and I'm not criticizing them, but some pages do like a mutual aid day on a Monday or a Friday or whatever. On
Yeah.
my links, all my pages and everything, every single day. If you want
Yeah.
to post once a day, you can. Every single day. I don't care what day of the week it is.
my pinned messages on all my socials also contains all my friends' links to various things as well too.
Right.
Phoenix,
And
Joe,
Geek is a very cool person for doing that.
Yep.
I really appreciate that.
Thanks, geek.
Take
All
care,
right.
everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye bye.